Hey guys, back in the garage again, working on Cali. I just, I just want to say, I saw the comments, like Al, how come you weren't wearing a respirator or anything like that? And it was. You're 100% right. You're 100% right. It wasn't as bad as it looked, but you're still 100% right. So the next time you see me doing this, you'll see me with a mask on and things like that. And I can't thank you enough for looking out for me. Alrighty, so stop yelling at me, okay? Um, Game plan for today. I want to finish up what we started yesterday that we couldn't get done. I want to finish. I want to finish up the headliner. I want to do the sail panels. I still got to tuck it back over there, and I got to tuck it back over here. And the real reason why I want to get that done and everything is so I can set the back glass. It's just so much easier doing these headliners without the glass in them. So we'll start to trim this away, tuck it all the way in there, but we'll get this done. And maybe that might be it. It's not going to be a long day because yesterday was kind of a long day. So we'll see. We'll just keep plugging away, see what we can get done. I'm hoping my buddy Jerome can stop by here tomorrow, maybe start on the wet sanding. But, I get it. People are busy, but he said he's going to get to it before the weekend. So we'll see what happens. And I know it's going to take him a couple of days. And I'm just curious to see how it's going to look when it's done. I think the car is going to look really, really nice. It's not a show car, but it's going to look really, really sweet, I think. So, you know me, I could go on forever. So let's have some fun with this. All right, we'll bang this out fairly fast, I guess. We got to hit it with this 3M, this headliner glue. So we'll take it, we'll tuck it down. It should look pretty good when it's done. We'll get the sail panels in place. I'll show you how those clips go onto the back. The original sail panels had 4 clips that held it on the side here, and I'll show you. It's not the new ones now. They don't have 4 clips. So let me see what I can get on this right here. Let me just clean this a little bit. Alrighty. Let me get any of this over here. Yeah, I know. It's boring. I get it. We're almost done with it. The painful stuff to watch is almost done. All right. Let's hit this side over here too. I'll show you also. I think it's only 67 only. You were able to get the opera lights back in here? But they kept them in all the other years. They didn't get rid of that up. Like, I'll show you. They didn't get rid of the spot for the opera lights. Okay. Let this dry a little bit. As I'm still spraying. All right. So while this is setting up, I want to show you something. Oh, give me a second. While that's setting up, these are the sail panels. This is how the clips go in. This one right here, this is for this side, right over here. And the clips on the top, they slide down. The one on the bottom slides to the back. The original ones had 4 clips. The aftermarket ones, they only have 3 clips. The same with this side right here. But let me show you inside here. I think this was 67 only, but they kept all the panels the same, like they never changed them. Right here, that spot right there, that was for a 1967 with the vanity lights. They put the round light right over here. And I think that's the only year that they did it was 1967. I know it wasn't available in 69. I don't think it was available as a light option in 1968. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please let me know. But they never changed the panel. They kept it the same from 67 to 69. They just left that in there. So it became, I guess, you can use it for any year. If you don't need it, you just delete it. But that's about it. That's what I wanted to show you there. And also, right here, Another one right here, one here, and one right there. That's where the clips were on the original ones. But the aftermarket ones now, it's only 3. It's 2 on the top and 1 on the bottom. So let's give this a minute. And also, I got the glass. It's sitting right there underneath the cardboard, so the sun doesn't get it really hot. This way, when we go to put the butyl tape on, it'll just, it should go right on. It should set right into place. Knock on wood. So we'll let that set up for a little bit. I'll be right back. All right, this should be tacky enough right now. So let's see if we can bring this over here. Oh boy, you know what? I'm gonna need this. There we go. Now, Dopey me should have made the mark, so I knew where this sail panel went. That's a bummer, because I got great red right here. Here's the other. All right. Okay. Got this one in there. So far, not too bad. I know I should never have said it, but I said it. I got this tool years ago. I bought a 69 Camaro. The guy had a full interior kit. And he's like, here, take all the stuff with you. I'm not going to put the car together. If it'll help you, take it. So I took it. I never used it up until I never really had a use for it because I never used to do headliners. I didn't know what it was like to do a headliner. I'm like, I'm going to send it out. I want to take a chance. That's why I keep telling you guys, it's really not that hard. You just be a little patient with it. That's all you need, just a little bit of patience. All right, so this should be ready to go on this side. And you saw, yesterday we started, we didn't finish it, so we'll just finish it today. Oh, there we go. Oh, I did it again. I forgot to mark the hole. All right. We'll get this. Oh, it's right here. That was an easy one. The other one should be right here. It always falls on a seam. Every headliner that I've done, not that I've done a lot, but every one where the 2 top clips for the sail panel, where they go in, they fall right almost on the center of this seam every time. So, I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong, but it's like, wow. All right, let me get this here. Yeah, that makes me nervous every time I cut the headliner. Let's see if we can get this. Oh, there we go, little tear. That's okay. Let's get this out. There we go. This headline is pretty much done. I just got to trim this here, and I'll show you what I'm doing in a minute. There we go. I'll show you. I'm trimming this right over here. This extra. So I just want to try to make it as neat as I can. this off here. Okay. We'll have to trim all this away too. We'll do this, but I have to put that trim on that goes around the back glass. That's what's so hard to do when the glass is in. It's just so hard to get this finished piece of trim in because you're pounding it up this way. The glass is right. It's hard to do. I've done it so many times with the glass in it. Now when you don't have the glass in it, you get spoiled. You don't want the glass in it every time you put one in. But let's grab the sail panels. These, they usually go right in. Usually. I know I shouldn't have said it, but I said it. And here is, I'm just cutting out the little holes where these little tabs have to go in. And that's it. And this tucks back into here. I can get this in here. There. And this tucks into here. Let me take this out. I'll show you in a second what I'm doing. I'm sorry, guys. It's just no matter where, if I put the camera one place, I just can't, I can never get it right. Alrighty. Put this back in. Sorry, guys. It's taking me a minute. But it's going. Got it. I'll throw the other one in, and then I'll bring you guys in here and I'll show you. You know, it's pretty easy. Well, I shouldn't say it's pretty easy. This one I kind of got lucky with. But other than the one that I cut at Mr. Wilson's, I'm not going to say I did it on purpose. It just happened to happen because I was a little careless. And it was a happy accident, actually. Oh, shoot. Forgot, I got to cut the holes out on this one, too. Right on the line. Oh. I got it. All right, that should do it. That's in. That's in. That's it. It's in. So if you're not sure on how these sail panels go in, they go in pretty. Listen, I'm not trying to simplify it. I'm not trying to make it easier than what it is. It's just not as hard as what people think. You know, and this is where you could save yourself some money. You know, you're not lifting up anything heavy. You know, you got to kind of get into these tiny little spaces here and stuff like that. But, I mean, for the most part, they're so doable. Let's put this in here. just to hold it for me for now. You don't need these. What I'm using right here, you don't need this. The windlace. To me, it's just like I say. This is all self taught for me, and I've always had luck with it. So I just kind of stick with what I guess with what I know, or maybe lack of what I don't know. This just helps me. But this is pretty much it. I mean, I'll bring you guys in here. I'll show you. They're really not that hard. I mean, this is really a good spot where you could save yourself some money, not send it out. Just take your time with it. And the one important thing is, like I say, always put your screws back for the headliner and everything for your seat belts and stuff like that. Always put them back in so you could find them. And I can run my hand along here and find every screw that I have in it. So there's two right there. Like I could find them all just by pressing on it. So that's the one thing. I mean, if you're going to do the headliner, make sure you put the screws back in where you took them out, because it just makes it so much easier instead of trying to fish for the screws where the seat belts were, where the shoulder harnesses were, and things like that. So, but that's pretty much it. I just want to show you where we are right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this out of the way, and then I'm going to set that back. There's a strip that comes around. It comes up, around, and then back down. I want to get that in place. So give me a minute. Let me get my thoughts together, and we'll bang this out. Right back. Okay, my thoughts are together. I think we'll just trim this out of the way, and hopefully we don't cut anything we're not supposed to cut. Look on the other side there. This happened right here. All right. These are those little clips that I use. Like I say, right or wrong, I don't know, but they just seem to help me a little bit. So I just kind of stuck with them. Oh boy, I'm not gonna be able to reach that. That should do it. And now to tuck back in as soon as I put that trim piece on. Get rid of this. This is a brand new blade, and just in these couple of little cuts, boy, they dull so fast. Any interior stuff, it just seems like it dulls so quickly. Not that I'm complaining. I just need to go. I got to get a new pack of razor blades. Something over here was bothering me. Yeah, it's like it barely cuts now, and I just put it in. Oh, I could take these out. That's what I should have done when I was on the other side. Oh, sorry, guys. All right, let's put this trim on, and then we'll take a peek inside and see what it looks like. We still got to do the visors and everything. I need a new dome light. Just I have to do the front to back trim. This that runs along in here on both sides. I got to do that, and the one in the front. So let's get this in here. Like I said, I really wanted to get this done because I want to put the glass in. Let's see how this looks here. Oh, not bad. Oh, okay. I'm not disappointed. So far, so okay. Is he trying to do this with the glass here? Oh my gosh. It it's it'll try your patience. It really will. That'll be one of the things that you do if you do a headliner. This will be one of the things that kind of, I guess, kind of fights you a little bit. But you see, you know what? Hold on 1 second. You know me talking and doing things at the same time. Yeah, we got it. Yeah, you see, you can't do this trying to get it on with the glass there. All right, now. Oh, I need my corner pieces too. I forgot about that. Ah, you know what? We'll get them. Okay. Now I'll bring you guys in there so you can kind of get a better idea of how it's coming out. This is it. I just have to put that strip over there, this one over here. I got to trim this away. You trim it the same way that I trim the back. And I'll add that trim. And then the front also gets one from here all the way across. And then it gets the pillar post. I got to put the dome light in. I'm hoping if I have the dome light, I'll call my parts guy. If my parts guy can drop it off to me today, we'll throw the dome light in. If not, maybe he could drop it off. Even if he drops it off today, maybe we'll do it tomorrow if it's too late today. But now, what I really want to do, let's set the glass. All right. Let me get here because I have to put the butyl tape. I still don't even know what it's called, honestly. All right, here we go. Give me a second. All right. Oops. These are those little block spacers. You put these on the bottom of the bottom of the window when you go to set it, and that should give you the right distance that you need. All right. Start this here. Always try to start with the seam on the bottom, if you can. You should be able to. All right, this is going to take a minute, so we're going to speed it up. Here we go. Guys, I got to be honest with you. That's the easiest the back glass has ever gone in for me. Normally, I'm pushing it, I'm pulling it, I'm moving it over here and there. I got it. I'm super, super happy with this right here. Yep. I could even bring this up a hair. Wow. See, I tell you guys all the time. Every time you guys are around, I get so lucky. It's amazing. Thank you. Oh, did I speak too soon? Nope, I didn't speak too soon. I still feel the same way. Now we just got to get this nice and mushy. Either I can crank the heat in here. Let me change this. I get quiet when I work with glass, because if anybody knows me, oh my gosh, I broke quite a few of them, brand new, right out of the box. I guess I shouldn't bang on it with a hammer. That'll probably be the cause of it, I guess. Okay, this is probably about it for today. Because you know me, with glass, I can't tell you how many windshields I've cracked. And just, you know what? You know me, I'm a story guy. I got a story for you. I buy a 1969 Camaro Rally Sport from a gentleman in Pennsylvania. I drive out there, and he had tons and tons of parts, full quarter panels, everything. I buy this car, and he told me that all the glass is in it but the windshield. And I said, do you at least have a broken windshield or anything? That, he's like, I don't have a front glass. I said, all right. So I went out and I bought a brand new glass. I bought it with me. I bought the butyl tape. Like I said, I still don't know the name of the stuff. So this stuff that holds it, butyl. So I buy it. I set the glass because it was nice and clean. It was a nice car. It was a pretty decent car, So I set the glass. I take everything and I put it in the back of my truck. The hood I slid underneath the car and I strapped it down on the trailer. So I have two fenders in the back of my truck. The quarter panels, I think I strapped them. I think I got one in the car, maybe two in the car. It's just like a puzzle piece. You put everything together wherever it could fit. But anyway, you know me, squirrel. So I'm driving home. It's on the trailer. Nobody on the road. I'm doing about 80, 85, and I know that's fast with a trailer. But, a lot of times this trailer, it just trailers so nicely. Sometimes I'm like, oh, is it still there? That's how smooth it is. So I'm driving along, and I use two tie downs on the fenders in the back. I put the tie downs, the tie straps down. They're pretty secure. I'm driving. I look into my rearview mirror, and I see the fenders there. And I'm driving. Maybe another 10 minutes later, I look again, and it's gone. It's like, oh, no. So thank goodness there was nobody on the road. Thank God. So I pull over, and what had happened was the fender blew out of the back of the truck, hit the radiator, put a hole in the radiator, hit the windshield, cracked the brand new windshield, and the fender was nowhere to be found. So, that was an expensive mistake, but that didn't bother me. It would have bothered me terribly. God forbid somebody was behind me. So I'm usually overdone now whenever I do anything, whenever I trailer anything, things like that. But, like I say, me, I'm a story guy, and I just had to tell you my window. That's just one. That was brand new. It wasn't even 5 hours old, maybe 2 hours old. So, like I say, I've broken so many windows and things like that. So whenever I do it at the end of the day, I'm like, all right, you know what? Just walk away from it. So that's what I think we're going to do today. We're just going to walk away from this car and leave it on a good note. No, you know what? No, I take it back. Let's just do this right here. And that one there. Then we'll end the day. All righty. Give me a second. Let me go try to dig that out. I know where it is. I just got to dig it out. All right. I'll be right back. I don't know if you heard that Jeep. It goes by here every day. And all you hear is the tire going wow, 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 all the way down. It's got these big tires on it. And every time he drives by here, I just got to laugh. I'm like, that's got to be so annoying. But, I mean, it's loud. But anyway, you know what? We're going to cut this out of the way. Actually, you know what? Let me get that tool. Yeah, this is that tool that I had gotten with all the parts from that Camaro. And it's really, I usually use like the bodywork tools to get down into the corners and everything. But this tool works really, really well. So, if the gentleman, if he's watching, thank you. Alrighty, let's cut this out of the way. That didn't sound good. So far, it seems okay. I think after this, maybe that'll end the day. We'll see. Huh, the heck? Oh, that scared me. Okay, nothing to see here. Not too bad. Oh, no. Okay. Now here's the strip. This is original and it's in mint shape. Pretty happy with this. Just tuck this back in here. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to take these out because that'll ruin it. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh, come on, get in there. Here we go. Come on. There it is. That's that one. Whoops, wait a minute. That's that one. I like it. Pretty happy with this so far. Whoops. Let's get the other side. And then we just might call it a day. I'm still nervous, believe it or not. I don't know why. When I say nervous, I'm like cutting a brand new headliner. You know, even just trimming it, I know. But it still makes me nervous. And especially after putting the glass in. These are like the most nerve-wracking things for me to do right now on this car. And I know it's not a big deal. And I generally never make a big deal out of anything. I really don't, actually. But this is the one thing that just makes me nervous. But once this is done, it's just a little bit of that interior stuff on the inside. We'll be good to go. That's it. We're done. Oh, I got to tell you guys something, by the way. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right. Let me just clean this up real quick. You know what? We're done. Okay. So we got the glass in. We got the headliner done. The only thing that's left is the interior light. That piece of trim right there. The visors. And the seat belts and things like that. But for the most part, the headliner is done. Not too bad. I'm telling you guys, it's a great way to save money. You're not going to kill yourself. You don't have to be. I'm not a big guy. I'm not a strong guy, and I found this very easy to do. So that's where you can save yourself some money. You know, in these old cars, it's very expensive to do these cars. So you got to save the money where you can. You know, there are certain things you got to farm that out. You got to farm it out. It's okay, but try to do as much as you can. So that's how I approached everything. So you know, I'm no expert in anything. I just enjoy doing it. You know, like I say, I'm just getting in the garage doing cool shit, and this is stuff I like to do. So that's it for today. We're not going to work on Cali. We're done. The glass is in. Headliner's done. We're almost done. So what I wanted to tell you, I don't know if you guys remember my niece, Melissa. She was on TikTok and she's now on YouTube, and she's Funeral Babe. And they're looking to do maybe some type of like a discovery type of thing with her. I remember. I'll tell you the story. You know, just if you can do me a favor, just check it out. She's Funeral Babe, and she's pretty kind of known. You know, so and if you do see if you take a look at her on YouTube, just say Uncle Al said hi, and I'll probably see you tonight. But she's got a really neat like view on things. You know, she's the person that goes to the house and takes the deceased away and things like that, and she tells you everything that goes on with it. So if you get a minute, if you can, it's you know, if you want to, it's my niece Melissa, and she's I believe on YouTube under Funeral Babe, okay, and it's a pretty cool setup what she's got. You know, they she's up in the North Shore. They actually took a church and turned it into a funeral home. So it's pretty interesting. But you know, that's it. You know that I'm super happy. Nothing was broken. Okay, so I just wanted to keep you posted on what was going on with Callie, and Callie's slowly getting there. And we'll see as far as what's going to happen with the wet sanding. As soon as the car's wet sanded, we're going to just throw this car together. We're going to change the wheels. I got to get all new chrome, everything for the car, new bumpers, everything. And hopefully by the end of next week, this car should pretty much be close to being finished. So we'll see, you know, knock on wood, like I always do. But that's about it, you know. So as always, I appreciate you guys watching. Oh, another thing. All those comments that I get, I read them all, and I'm so sorry that it's taken me a little bit longer to get back to you guys, but I will get back to you guys, okay? All right, so now that's it. As always, I appreciate you guys watching, and you guys take care of yourselves.